Hi, I'm Tati, and we're reading part 2 of As Old as Time. So we're continuing to read As Old as Time by Liz Braswell. If you missed part 1, I'll leave that linked somewhere. But other than that, what do I think is in store for part 2? Honestly, I have no idea, because I feel like we're completely diverging from the movie at this point. The twist has happened in more ways than one, and anything could happen. I'm really hoping, one, the beast doesn't die, because it's a twisted tale and they tend to get kind of dark and it could happen, and two, that there's a happy ending, because I just think there's so much potential, at least at this point, for a happy ending. So, all of that being said, the first chapter of part 2 is called Escape. Okay, so it's similar to the scene in the movie where Belle runs away from the castle and the beast saves her from the wolves, because the beast did still save her, and I didn't know if he was going to. The spider webs are new, and it made me think, like, we know the curse's time limit is his 21st birthday, so why is the rose there? Like, the rose only lasts until his 21st birthday? It's just a reminder? I don't know. Like, because the deadline to break the curse we already have, so why do we need the rose? Anyway, now the question is the beast going to survive? I don't know. I also don't know if we're still switching back and forth between the past and the present, so we'll find out in A Decision and Its Consequences. That was a pretty long chapter, had a lot of information, and the timeline has been explained, sort of. He was 11 when he was cursed, which is cruel to do to a child. Well, I guess it's cruel to do to an adult too. And the portrait of him apparently is enchanted to look like what he would look like if he breaks the curse, if he wasn't cursed in the first place, I guess. So that explains that as well, which is cool. I also have never thought about the comparison of the beast being trapped in the castle for so long and Belle feeling trapped in her little village, and how that sort of bonds them. Like, she had her books and he had his mirror to look out at the world, but they were both like trapped. And also, I'm really liking the dynamic that's forming between Belle and the beast, so we'll see how that continues in A Castle Haunted. I forgot to mention, first of all, that it's not switching back and forth anymore, so I don't think we're getting any more of the past, at least for a while. However, that mirror, okay, so this chapter is wonderfully creepy. I really enjoyed it. A little bit of the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who vibes, and also that mirror showing all that stuff, and it's definitely her mom reaching out to her from wherever she is the best she can. So I'm hoping that Rosalind is a good, I mean, she was a good character at the beginning. Like, I liked her as a character, so I'm hoping that when they find her and rescue her, hopefully everybody can be friends. We'll see. The next chapter is the library. They finally went to the library. And it's just as fantastic as in the movie. And basically, what I said earlier about comparing him with his mirror and her with her books and both of them feeling trapped was discussed. But I also love how they like have this mission that they're working towards together of finding her mom, the enchantress. I don't know, I like them working together and their dynamic. And the next chapter is, first, and we also got Belle's impassioned speech about her love of books, which I love. so far my favorite chapter of part 2. So it's really close with that creepy chapter as well. Anyway, the next chapter is And Her Nose Stuck in a Book. I did not put that together. I don't remember if they've said his last name before. Maurice's old friend is Mrs. Potts's husband and Chip's father, I'm guessing? I didn't put that together until Belle put it together. The next chapter is called Mrs. Potts Loses Her Tea. Okay, so Mrs. Potts doesn't know what happened to him either. I don't know. Maybe they'll find him. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. I hope we find out after all this what happened to him. The book keeps describing all the servants who are now household objects as not having faces, which is weird to me because I don't remember. I think they do have faces even in the live action one. But in the animated one, they definitely have faces. So I keep picturing them with faces anyway. The next chapter is La Cuisine de la Maison? I don't know. It's French. I don't speak French. First of all, them cooking together, so cute. Second of all, I love the roasting of Gaston. And then third, I find the take on the Beast's character really interesting. That he's sort of immature because he was cursed at 11 and has been stuck in the castle since then. So he's sort of like this boy prince who never grew up. And that's why he throws temper tantrums all the time. So it's going to be interesting to see his character development through the story. Also, the Beast is a main character of Beauty and the Beast, but I feel like we're seeing more of him in this book, and we're only halfway through, than we see of him throughout the whole movie. I mean, because I guess it's Belle's movie, really, and it is more Belle's book, too, because it's got, the side that's her parents and the Beast, but her parent is the one that cursed the Beast. So the Beast, it just feels like the Beast is in it more. And now the next chapter is Dinner is Served. So the castle continues to be creepy and haunted. Cursed, not really haunted. And again, mentions about how the Beast is a bit immature because of both of how he was raised and the fact that he's been a beast for 10 years. And I liked that it had the line, the faults of all the parents involved, because the Beast's parents were sort of awful to him, but also Belle's mother cursing the Beast was not cursing the prince, because he wasn't a beast when she cursed him, was not exactly the best thing to do either. And his parents are a bit of a touchy subject for the Beast, but I figured they would be, because I think they died of the plague. So, let's see what happens next in Ask the Dishes. I love that. That's because she talked about how they're gonna, they can interview the servants, and the line from the song is Ask the Dishes. I love that. Oh, also she mentioned mysteries. It's like they're solving mysteries together. I love that. Okay, so Belle has been brought up to speed and knows mostly everything we know at this point. Also, I don't know why I just thought of this now, but all of the magical people, the fairies, disappeared. If they all ended up in the same place as the Enchantress, does that mean that is where Mr. Potts is? Alaric Potts, is he wherever Rosalind is? Maybe they're all there. I don't know. If they were all killed or if they were all taken to the same place. However, also, the line about magic always comes back on itself came back into play, and I love this idea of this last line of this chapter where it says, what if, since her mother was the one who cast the spell, Belle was the only one who could break it? That would be pretty cool if somehow it's like she has to be the one to break the spell. But it also means that the spell can still be broken, which is what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. The next chapter is meanwhile not at the castle. Oh, where are we going? Poor Maurice. So that the dialogue in that scene is like taken exactly from the movie. And pretty much almost the whole scene is too. Though I think he was looking for LeFou before Gaston to go save Belle, but didn't quite work out the way he was hoping. The next chapter is she didn't see it there before. The description in this book is really nice. Like the way the setting is set up, the changes happening to the castle, the wintry scenery. It's very nice. Also, Belle and the Beast are getting closer. They're at least friends at this point, I feel like. And he mentioned that he had a name, which I'm pretty sure in the movie they never say his name, I don't think. But I think if you like look it up, it's Adam. Maybe. But he just said he had a name before. But even if he turns back into a person, he won't be the same person he was. So is he going to have a different name? I don't know. We'll find out. That's an intense thing for an 11-year-old to say, to be like, even if I turn back into a person, I won't be the person I was at 11. Anyway, the next chapter is Gaston. Okay. I'm finding the guy who runs the asylum oddly suspicious. And this was my thought from the beginning. Is the asylum the same asylum that Rosalind is locked up in? If so, it might be useful for them to end up there. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen. I'm just theorizing. I don't know. The next chapter is an old crime. Okay, so Alaric was murdered. This just became a murder mystery. What is happening in this book? I mean, do I like to read about a murder mystery? Yes, but I was not expecting it. Okay, the betrayer. I really didn't want it to be their doctor friend, and it really looks like it's going to be their doctor friend. Whose name I honestly don't remember, from the beginning of the book. One of Maurice's like two friends, the one who wanted to be a doctor and not have magic even though he did have it. And he seemed like he's always on the edge, but he seemed like he would be a loyal friend. What if he's the guy running the asylum? That thought just came to me. I don't remember his name. His name could be his name. I don't know. No, he's too old. I don't know. I don't know about that. Never mind. But stuff seems to be leaning towards the fact that he could be the murderer, because it's like a doctor's knife that was used to kill Alaric. However, I did like a line here. When Belle is talking about her mother and she's asking why she had to do good things and bad things. Why was she so complicated? Why couldn't she have just been all good or all bad? And so that's something I'm really enjoying about the story, is that the characters are complicated. They are not all good or all bad. They're making the best decisions they can, what they think is right in the moment. And it's making the story really interesting. And also they're making some rash decisions and wrong and right decisions, and I'm enjoying this story so much more than I thought I would, and now there's a murder mystery in it. fantastic. Okay, the next chapter is To Sleep. A bit of a sad chapter with a cute ending, though. I love the image of Belle reading to the beast and the teacups. It's cute. Anyway, the next chapter is Kidnapping. Who's gonna be kidnapped? Oh, I forgot. Who could be kidnapped is Maurice. So the thing is, Maurice is now on his way to the Beast's castle to get Belle on his own. Which, the thing is, Belle is not going to do the thing where she sees him in the mirror and goes to save him and the Beast lets her go. Because that's not happening. That scene already happened and she's like, he can take care of himself because, yeah. So, and now Gaston has made the deal of putting Maurice into the asylum. So is this going to be more like the live action? No, that's not what happened in the live action. Is this going to be Maurice getting kidnapped out of the woods and thrown into the asylum? If I would like... Okay, I don't want Maurice to get locked up in the asylum, but if Maurice ends up in the asylum where Rosalind is, the possibilities. Okay, let's read it and find out if that's what it is. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I was right. They came to kidnap him to take him to the asylum, but first of all, something happened to the guy at the bookstore, Levi, because LeFou was upset about something that had to do with the bookstore, so now I'm worried about him. But Maurice recognized the head of the asylum's name. That guy's name, who for some reason, I can't remember if it's the same, but I'm guessing it's the doctor. It's gotta be, right? No, maybe. I'm like, I don't know. He recognized the name. He didn't think about it long enough before he passed out for it to be confirmed, but I think that's who it is. Next up is a lead, finally. So, Belle and the Beast are leaving the castle. That's fantastic. He's going as a beast to her village. I don't know why I love that so much. I just do. Also, that little part at the end. Do they not love each other by now? I guess maybe they do, but it doesn't break the curse because the rose is gone. I don't know. It seems like they love each other to me, but what do I know? And then the last chapter of part 2, we have gotten to it. It is Reunion. So yes, so the asylum is where Rosalind is, and now Maurice is there, and he saw her, and he didn't recognize her, and then I think he did, because he tried to save her. I want to know what happens next. I mean... Oh! And we got the whole explanation of why she's there. It is definitely that doctor guy running the whole show because he was doing all his little tests on her to try to remove her magic that he had tried to do to himself. And I don't know if it worked. He said it worked, but I don't know if it did because why is he still doing it? But yeah, that is basically where we're at, and the plot is moving along. I am enjoying this book so much. Part 3 will be out next week. I'm so excited to keep reading it. Do I have any predictions for it? I still want my happy ending. I think it can happen. Maybe. I don't know who's gonna survive and who's not, because with Twisted Tales, main characters tend to die. So we will have to wait and see, but I think there's so much potential for a happy ending. So if you liked this video and would like to see more chapter by chapter videos from me, or every chapter videos from me, you can let me know by giving this video a like and check out my every chapter playlist. The next video in this series will be out next week on Friday, hopefully, maybe Saturday. And we'll finish this book because there's only 3 parts. Let me know in the comments if you're reading along with me. What are your thoughts? Did I miss anything that you caught on to or anything? Let me know in the comments. I have new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye. And that is it. Okay, bye.